against the knife, cane self-defense. We're still talking about reach advantage, cane versus knife, bleeding stick advantage, meaning this will slash you, this will stab you, this is really bad, this can end your life. You will not see the same thing happen to your cane. The cane's not gonna bleed, the stick doesn't bleed. So grab your cane, follow me. We're talking striking combinations, specifically basic striking, jabbing combinations, striking combinations with the crook or the hook, how to reach and slash, reach in and grab. Also, I'm gonna show you how to use the band, the resistance band, to get more speed, more strength, more power, to get stronger and healthier. Start with a cane in the right hand, and we're gonna warm up with a forward spin. Now, how to self-defense against the knife, cane self-defense, is all about that simple advantage of reach. Having reach, being able to keep the knife away from your body, using your long stick, your long cane, is extremely important. Coming across and back, it's everything, right? If they can't stick the knife in you, you're not gonna get cut, you're not gonna get slashed. Now they might close the distance, but if you're striking and you're using this and you're pushing them off, might do a little damage, but it's gonna be far, far less than if you have nothing in your hand and you're trying to take that knife away, or you're trying to stop somebody and they know what they're doing and they're already close enough that they put it in you 30 times before you've even realized you've been sliced, stabbed. A lot of people say that they're in a knife attack and they say later, if they survive, I didn't even realize I got cut, didn't realize I got stabbed. And the stitches are nasty. You've probably seen some of these pictures. Getting slashed with a knife is extremely nasty. Far, far worse. Warm up with your cane. Across the body, back and forth, will engage your core muscles, making your body stronger. All of these exercises can and should be done in a chair by you. You should sit down in a chair after you learn the basics, sit down in a chair and out. Learn how to be at the bus station, on a train, on a plane, seat, minding your own business, having dinner, your cane resting next to the table, next to the chair, as you're enjoying yourself. All of a sudden, someone comes in, you don't have time to get up on your feet, defend yourself, or maybe you can't get on your feet. Maybe you're confined to a seated position, and then you have to learn how to use your cane for self-defense. It's very effective. You'll be able to learn it very quickly. Using this warm-up move that across the body and back is a slap to the face and then a backhand. The key to this, and I'm starting to learn more because I have more in-person students, so I'm starting to learn where the challenges are in learning for you. And I have to do that. I've been doing martial arts since I was 9 years old. I've been messing with weapons my whole life. I pick things up and they're very intuitive to me now, and they will be for you too. The difference is, because I've done it for so long, sometimes I can try to put myself in a beginner mindset. It's very important if you want to be a good martial artist, beginner's mindset, right? Good human being. Always to be a perpetual learner, a lifelong learner, you always want to be open to starting over. Open to doing things that you're not good at, trying something new. However, because I do all this different stuff with the weapons, they all have similarities. They almost all have similarities. So it's hard for me to where you might be challenged until I work with you. And now I'm seeing it. I'm starting to get more in-person students, more virtual students where we're working through the camera and like this, but I get to see you and you get to ask me questions real time. I use FaceTime and I use the Facebook portal. And I'm saying that when you're here, sometimes you're getting it locked up in here, or you're smacking yourself in the head, literally, with it. And it's as simple as this. If your hand turns even a little bit, wherever you point that thumb, that's where that stick's going. So if your hand comes a little bit like this, that's where it's gonna go in the spin. So as you practice your spin, if you're having a dominant hand, your right hand is easy, and then you put it in your left hand and you doing this, and it does. And the reason is, focus on making sure, look at it, slow it way down, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and make sure there's no turn. Because as soon as you turn, you're not doing the same thing and it won't work. So if you're frustrated by that, there's something that you have control over that you'll be able to fix very quickly when you slow it down. And it's going to be frustrating, but that's good for you. That's good for me. When you try something new, you get out of your comfort zone, you get that beginner's mindset. That's good for us. We need your whole life. You need to find things you're not good at. And it's not about strengthening your weaknesses. Nothing to do with that. Because I believe, like, if you want to operate in the zone, you want to go after your strengths. You want to strengthen your strengths. Focus on your strengths. However, find new ways to challenge those strengths. And then when you find that your strength has become a weakness, it's almost always because you don't understand it yet. Give yourself time to grow. Slow it all down. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. And then you'll be able to pick it back up after a while. Remember, this cross the body is a slap in here. Now you can see I'm starting to glisten. I'm starting to sweat. And this is all coming from across the body and back. Is now increasing the range of motion and forcing my abdominal muscles to squeeze. You want to force your core to work. Engage the core and you'll have better posture and stronger, faster. Now, before we go into strikes, I want you doing these, as many as you can, for 30 seconds at a time, but as many as you can throughout your workout. Start to build power in your legs, and by pushing up and down, using your hands, you're leaning into it a little bit. You're unweighting your legs, taking some of the weight of your body onto your hands, which are strong. Your shoulders, you're going to get stronger chest. Everything's going to lean out. You're going to get stronger, faster here. And you're going to start to work through weakness in your lower body, your back, your hips, your knees, wherever it might be, your feet are all going to get stronger from that exercise. You're going to get leaner, faster. You're going to become fighting fit. And that fitness in self-defense is extremely critical. Everybody says that self-defense is 90% mental. I know you've heard that. And it's not. It's 90% physical. It's 90% physical. The reason people say 90% mental is they're saying we have to have the right mindset. And yes, that's absolutely true. That 10% is very important. But 90% of it is that your body needs to have strength, flexibility, mobility, and endurance. You have to be able to last for the fight. You have to be able to move around a little bit. You should have some flexibility so you have range of motion, and then some basic strength. Now, how much? Not as much as when you were 10 or 15 or 19 when you were a young person, but that you don't need that. You need to have, if your starting point has become so low because of injuries, because of lifestyle, and don't blame aging. We can't blame aging anymore because then you don't take any personal responsibility. Your body becomes the way it becomes because of the way you act or don't act, the way you move or don't move as you get older. And I'm not saying you did it on purpose. It's life, right? You have kids, you stop doing anything except for paying attention to the kids. You get married, now half your attention's right there or more. But you're gonna get it back. You know, you get a full-time job. Now you're sitting for 8, 12 hours a day. Sitting's gonna kill you. And you do that for 40 years. And then all of a sudden, you come outside and you're all broken and twisted. Or maybe you had a tough physical job. Or maybe you were in the military and you roadside bombs. You know, I mean, all these realities. These are all realities that we all live with. And we all have different realities, obviously. My point is, don't fall into the trap of finding an external source for what's happening in here and in here. Take responsibility. Aging does not mean you can't do things. Aging, you look back at it and you say, well, how did I live for the last 30, 40, 50 years? And, I stopped moving here. When I was a kid, I used to do this. Now I didn't do that for 40 years. I did a lot of exercise, but I played golf for 40 years, and that's all I did, or whatever it was. I went to the same exercises I did in high school, and you can't do anything anymore. Thank you. But that's true, right? That's a universal truth. Personal responsibility is my point. Instead of saying, and maybe it is, part of it is aging, because we all have to admit, aging does do some stuff, right? However, who knows how fast you can move again, how strong you can be again, how much more mobile you'll be again, how much more flexible and agile you'll be again. You do these exercises, I guarantee you, wherever you are now, you're going to progress. So we have these squats, and then I want you to go back to this position, but I want you to reach your hand up a little bit so that you're off of the hook, off of the crook, and you're choking up just a little bit. And I want you to get there like this. I want you to make this a practice. Right? Because when somebody starts to approach you in a menacing way, they've got a knife or they don't have a knife, you don't know if they have a knife again or not. This is how to defense against the knife, how to self-defense against the knife. Cane self-defense. I want you to be in this position. I want you to naturally be able to pop this up. Put the stick between you and the threat. If it's a knife, step back. Put that stick there. There's that reach advantage again. Stabbing, right? Push if you have to. If they catch you off guard, striking them back with two hands, but being able to move very quickly. So from here, like you're walking down the street, hook facing behind you, to here, in a natural position without thinking about it. So I want you to practice this, and now I want you to work on wrist flexibility. This second episode of how to self-defense against the knife, or how to defense against knives, cane self-defense, is all about strength, mobility, flexibility, and endurance. How do you build those things? We're going over technique too. We're going over strikes. But those principles, if your standards, if you raise your standards up, and one of those standards is you'll be more flexible. You'll be more flexible today than we're yesterday, right? In 2021, I'm going to be a stronger, better version of myself than I was in 2020. Now, that's not going to be hard for a lot of us because we were stuck inside and we were believing the whole thing and everybody put on 20, 30 pounds, whatever it was, right? I'm not trying to get political, but we tried that system, fear, cover up, whatever, and it didn't work for us. Didn't work for me. Now, I want to get fighting fit. I want to get stronger in 2021 than I want to develop a posture of personal responsibility so I'm responding to the media, trying to scare the snot out of all of us all the time about what may happen and could happen. Who knows what's going to happen? All you know is that you can control whether you eat, drink enough water, get some sleep at night, and move your body. And to sleep better, you need to get rid of some of that emotional stress. Moving, sweating, breathing, all the things that this workout's going to do is going to get you there faster. So you're spinning here. That's the outside of your body. Put in the other one. Better yet, practice that. Remember the basic rule? Put the stick between you and the threat. The threat's got a knife, you've got the reach advantage. The stick doesn't bleed. From here, practice stepping back. Stepping back. Which foot do you step back with? The foot that is not holding, the foot on the side of the body that's not holding the cane. You want the cane between you and them. So you don't want it to be across the body. You want to step back. Create distance, get in a better position. Go from your soft, wide, the worst place to get stab spots, to bony arms, hands, fingers. Are we back? We just got AT&T blackout yesterday, 3 hours the day before that. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we stay connected. All right, so we're spinning over here. We're spinning back there. And you put them together, do an inner and an outer spin, and that hand has to stay closed. If you open your hand to try to make it easier, you take the risk of losing your staff, your cane. You're also developing a bad habit, and that is going to give you speed, but flexibility. And this is all about flexibility. Remember those four things you need, training with the cane to get fighting fit, mobility, flexibility, strength, and endurance. This will also make your forearm, wrist, hands extremely strong. Your grip, you're going to create a vice grip, an iron grip, holding on so that you strike full speed, full force. You're able to do damage, to break the bones with this Oak Cane Masters cane. The link's below if you want to take a look at what they cost. They're very inexpensive. So from here, step up, practice that orbital again. Throw in the inner orbital a few times. Go out to in, out to in. What you're doing is palm down, palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down. It's as simple as that. It's this motion and this motion. 1, 2. And you can reverse it. Obviously, just go in the other direction. And I want you to do all that, but I want you to go back to right here, up and down, pumping blood through those legs, plasma to heal the knees that you say don't work like they used to, they crack all the time, they don't feel, my hips are stiff and tight. All that's probably true. That happens when you don't move your body or you abused your body. You worked too hard, you didn't stretch, but you're gonna get better. You're gonna get that plasma in there, that oxygen, it's gonna heal faster. We're gonna get into the strikes because I got a striking combination for you on this workout. But first, I wanna talk about this resistance band. And the links below, if you wanna see these two, get a resistance band or a bunch. Absolutely, it's cross-body stuff. Cross-body stuff makes your brain smarter. When exercise, this is a fact, this isn't me making this stuff up, this is scientific, medical fact. Studied it, all that stuff for years and years. When exercise is vigorous, complex, a way, vigorous, complex, focused. Vigorous means you're sweating, right? Your heart rate's coming up. That's the cross-body stuff. Cross-body, and done in a focused way. The stick, if you don't pay attention, it bites you in the back of the head or in the face or in the eye. I love training weapons because it makes you pay attention. That's the focus. You're gonna get the focus from using the weapons. Those three categories make you smarter. New stem cells in the brain that go into the body to heal the body, or they become new memories, new cognitive abilities, problem solving, or new pathways carved in the brain, neural pathways. You wanna stay young in your mind, you need flexible mind. It's called brain elasticity or brain plasticity. That comes from vigorous, complex, focused. That's this whole workout. Plus, you're gonna get wicked fighting strength. From here, you're gonna be able to hit them so hard for self-defense to stop the fight. You're gonna create stopping power. See what I did there? I was yakking too much. Let me show you one more time so you don't miss it. You put your band. Start with your lightest band when you're starting out. Keep the bar of your cane in front of your chest. Swing this around so you can catch it. Bring that other side around. Now, instead of having the bar in front of you, the band back in a slow, controlled push, standing push-ups. You haven't done push-ups on the ground in a while. You don't need to. You're gonna get strong here, and then when you're ready to go down and do traditional push-ups, they're gonna seem so easy. And it's not that they're easy, it's that you're that much stronger. Don't ask for things to be easier. Ask for more strength. Don't ask for less progress. These aren't my quotes, these are Jim Rohn. Those of you know Jim Rohn. Success Magazine. Let me get that. It's all twisted in the back. If it's twisted like that, it's not going to injure you. It's just going to be annoying. That's annoying, so I'm going to fix it. Jim Rohn, Success Magazine. If you go to success.com, there are all these quotes. Some of you guys love Jim Rohn. He's also, if you've been in any multi-level marketing company in your whole life, you've seen tons of them. Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is a direct student of Jim Rohn. 90% of what Tony Robbins said at the beginning of his career, he's evolved. He's got a lot of his own now, but at the beginning it was all Jim Rohn. Said a better way or in a different way. I don't think anybody could have said it better than Jim Rohn, but 30 seconds, that's what you want. As you age, as you get older, you need time under tension. And even if you're younger, you just want to be stronger. You want to do things for a little bit longer. You want to use resistance bands because you can't get to the gym because of COVID lockdown. You're in tier 5 in Ireland. You're in tier 5 in Wales. You're in tier 5 in Donegal. My Irish father-in-law, I said Donegal. He said that's Donegal. But you're somewhere in London. You can't get to the gym. Get yourself a resistance band to use with your cane. Do this for 30 seconds. My arms are burning. You're gonna get this in the triceps, you're gonna get that in the chest, and not so you look pretty, not so you look good with your shirt off at the beach, but when you strike with your hand, if you have to, or with your cane, how to self-defense against a knife, you want stopping power. How to self-defense against a knife, using a walking cane or cane self-defense. Maybe you've got a cane master's cane like this. You're gonna be able to smash through bones for self-defense because of these bands. You're gonna do 30 seconds. 2 or 3 or 4 times. Then let's go back to that striking combination. From here, you're holding up right here. Practice getting that better position. Put the cane in their line of sight so they have to look around it. They're not going to stab your cane. They're not going to cut your cane with their knife. They're going to try to get to you. You're going to make them get through your guard, through this. The first thing I want you to do is thrust. Always remember self-defense has got to be practical, right? There are a lot of really cool techniques, but just go straight in is one of the best ones. This is a rubber tip. I've had to tape it on because I keep smashing the snot out of it. But even the rubber tip, it has a big, long bar of wood behind it. And your body behind that, your whole body thrusting straight in to their face. You're going to do maximum damage, right? You're just pushing straight in, or at least you're going to make them respond to you. You're going to take control of the fight for self-defense. From here, thrust through the face. And practice that. From here, 1, 2, 3. Get in the habit of locking the arm. Lock the arm. That way, if they hit that, it's going to move your body back. If you don't lock the arm and they hit that, that's going to collapse into you. Lock the arm on your strikes. Lock the arm. Lock the arm. So from here, go through the face. Practice that for 30 seconds. Switch it over and practice just simple thrust. Thrust. Mix it up a little bit. Go through the throat to end the fight permanently. Collapse that. They're not coming out of that one. Or not the sternum. That's bone, right? You're not going for the bone. You're going for that soft spot that makes them go, knocks their wind out. Hit them right in the sternum or the groin. But practice thrusting, thrusting. Always keep that other hand up. Then the second strike from here is going to be a slicing strike from your shoulder to the hip. From the same side to the opposite side. Right hand from the right shoulder, left hip to the opposite side, left side. From here, slicing. Put them together, thrust, slice. Thrust, slice. Create distance, break their head. Turn off their operating system. Knock them out for self-defense. You want to do stopping power. So from here, thrust, coming back through with a horizontal strike. Now, there are many, many strikes you're going to learn. But today, we're going through 4. That's it. 4 in this second workout with all of these strengthening exercises to improve flexibility, mobility, the ability to move around. Endurance, you got to be able to last in the fight. And strength, pure stopping power. So from here, thrust, angular strike, and then a horizontal strike coming back. You went to that right hip, you're going to come straight through, smashing the other way. What I want you to practice is imagining, hit him in the face, smash him in the head, come straight through, hit him on the other side, and then down on top. Ending blow, ending strike, boom, straight through the middle, right? So from here, stepping up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch hands. On combinations, I like you to switch hands and switch feet so that you start to work on both sides, you get your heart rate up, you start to fire all of those core muscles that improve your posture and make you overall healthy. And all of these can be done from a chair and should be done from a chair. I say can, but I should say also and should, right? Because you don't know. You're going to be sitting at the table enjoying your dinner with your family. Someone comes up. You don't have time to get up. You're going to be able to strike, right? Thrust, strike, cross, down. And it all works from a chair, whether it's a wheelchair or the park bench or your seat on the plane. Even on the seat in the plane, if you need to, you turn to the guy's in the aisle, he's getting ready to jump you, or he's coming over the back of the other seat. Who knows why, right? They've served him too much. That's usually why. And you thrust it through his face, and you smash here, and you smash here, and you smash here. You don't need the full range of motion, but always practice full range of motion. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side, step in. Oh, sorry. Thrust. I hate saying sorry. I didn't really mean it. I wasn't sorry. I just made a mistake. From here, thrust, angle, horizontal, vertical. Switch sides. The problem is if you say sorry on everything, your sorry loses its value. Be sorry for the real stuff. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, switch sides. From here, thrust, angle, vertical or horizontal, and then vertical. Switch sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you start to do this, you're gonna feel all that blood moving around, all those different muscle groups, all those, the shoulders, the elbows, all the joints, which have been stiff and weak for years, are now getting oxygen and plasma. It's all going in there, nutrients from your blood. All those cells starting to get stronger, healthier, all of that arthritis, all that inflammation that's just been sitting there, all that dead blood that doesn't circulate anymore, starting to get flushed, in and out, in and out. You're gonna get healthier, stronger. Get back to a set of these. And I wanna show you one more with your band, the exercise band. I put the link below if you need to get a set of these. Get these, get a cane. You have a whole home gym. You're stuck down, shut down, COVID shut down. Version 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. How long can they keep it going? I don't know. I can't control it, you can't control it, but you can get a cane and you can get a set of bands and you can maintain your physical strength for whatever's coming up next. Maintain your emotional health for your family. Maintain your ability to physically, practically defend yourself. How to self-defense against a knife or not a knife. Multiple attackers. How to stop multiple attackers with your walking cane. How to use a cane for self-defense. You're gonna learn all of it. From here, I'm gonna work on pull. Now look where my elbows are. This is too high. That puts too much stress on your shoulders and you don't need it. You just need to here. Here. My hands are below the elbows. Here, my hands are above the elbows. That's wrong. You wanna be here. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going for 30 seconds. Your goal is to, when you're here and you're defending yourself and they grab hold of that cane and you start getting in the tug of war, you're not gonna try to pull it out. That's not what it is. But I don't want you to lose it right away. I want you to have the strength of the pullback. And then when you're ready, you're gonna turn it. When they have their hand here and you turn it, that puts their hand in a compromised position, whether it's like this or like this. Either way, that joint only goes so far. Then you smash them with the other end. You turn and you smash down. Turn, smash down. Or turn and then punch through. Turn and then punch through that backhand. Or turn down and thrust right in their face. But it's this turning motion and pushing down that's gonna break that grip. And you're gonna get your cane. You're gonna be able to retain. This is weapon retention. How do you retain your cane? Self-defense. How do you keep your walking cane, your self-defense cane, your tactical cane, your combat cane, retention, turn, and smash. We're gonna go over that in episode 3. This has been episode 2. I want you to get strong. So at the end, finish another set. Like I said, do as many sets as you possibly can and watch how fast your body changes. Watch how lean you get, how quickly. Watch how quickly you get rid of a lot of those pains in your shoulder or your ankles, your hips, your knees, your feet. You'll stop rolling your ankles so much. You're gonna get healthier, you're gonna become younger by training with your cane if you do the work. Put in the work. Let me know. Send me an email, pasquinelli@hotmail.com, or go to pasquinelli.com. It's my last name, PASQUINELLI.com. pasquinelli.com. Go there and fill in the contact me information. It'll send me an email, I'll get you on the mailing list so that, I'm not gonna, I don't know, I probably will annoy you with my emails, right? I like to send out like other people's articles. I like to send out old videos that you probably haven't seen, but still have amazing training in them, according to me. And then I like to show you, like anytime I find a discount or a cool article on some grandma, 92 years old, against 3 attackers, one had a knife. True story, by the way. And she beat him. Not to death, she just beat him for self-defense. And the cops came and scooped him up. And she said, I've been training with the cane for 10 years. And I didn't think I'd ever need it. Boy, were they mistaken, thinking that I was a victim. I was gonna be their next victim. Anyway, that's gonna be you. Learn how to defend yourself for every reason possible. You'll get stronger, you get healthier. You'll never need it, knock on wood. That's oak, by the way. Knock on wood. But if you do, you'll be prepared, and it's better to prepare than to panic. Thanks so much. I'll see you on